Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the 2026 Dodge Durango. Now, if you follow Mopar Insiders or even follow this channel, back in February we were talking that there was rumors, according to our sources, that the Hemi would return for 2026 in the Dodge Durango. Now, we knew it was going to return for the RT. We weren't sure if it was going to return for the Hellcat. But today we can actually confirm that Dodge released information on the 2026 Dodge Durango lineup, and the RT is returning for 2026 with the Hemi. So the 5.7 liter Hemi is coming back for 2026 unchanged, still rated at 360 horsepower, 390 pound-feet of torque. So yeah, if you're worried about, hey, I had to buy a Durango for 2025, you can get one in 2026 with a Hemi. Now, the very interesting thing is Dodge, we heard recently that, there's rumors going around from it wasn't rumors, they were confirmed by our suppliers that Dodge was basically extending the life of this Durango out. We were supposed to get a new Durango in 2027. However, recently, Dodge basically told the suppliers that, hey, the Durango is actually going to, the current generation, the WD Durango, is actually going to stay around until 2029. Yes, 2029. So that's where it gets interesting, because this vehicle has been out since 2011. So this is a long time to have the same kind of generation vehicle out. And there's not many changes other than the interior and a couple exterior changes, throughout that lifetime. However, Dodge is basically introducing new packages and stuff, trying to keep the lineup fresh as it goes forward. So this year, for 2026, not only is the Hemi returning, but we're getting a new RT Blacktop Redline package. Now, if the Blacktop Redline package sounds familiar, Dodge never released any kind of press release on it. However, on Mopar Insiders back in May, we talked about it. This was a Blacktop Redline GT Plus package. So if you got the V6, you could get, on the GT Plus, you could get this Blacktop Redline package. And what it did was it added a lot of the SRT goodies down to the Pentastar models. So instead of, you had to order optional, the Sport Performance hood, this came standard with it. We got unique accents in the inside, black SRT seats with red stitching, and like the SRT rear spoiler, the front valance from the Hellcat, a whole bunch of stuff. So it kind of like trickled down a little bit and made it to like a more appealing kind of performance-oriented V6 model. Now, if you're interested in the Durango GT Plus Blacktop Redline, the funny thing is they're actually on dealer lots now. Again, Dodge never released a press release about this vehicle, but it's out on dealers. I've seen several dealers that actually have them in stock. They've had them in stock for a few weeks now. So you can go and check this package out yourself. But for 2026, that package is now coming to the Durango RT, and it'll be available on the RT Plus and RT Premium packages, or trim levels, I should say. So this package, what it does is it's an additional $3,495, but what you get is the typical blacktop look, so you get the black badges and stuff, but you get a lot more of the SRT performance stuff going down to the RT. So outside, it has 20-inch by 8-inch black noise wheels, blacked out Hemi fender badges, a black Dodge grill script, so the badge and the grill's blacked out, an SRT front valance, SRT rear spoiler, gloss black roof rails, and that includes the crossbars too. And then you also get black exhaust tips to kind of finish off the look. And then inside, this is where it really stands out. So you can get basically you get your 6-passenger seating, but they're performance SRT seats, which are really cool. So they're from the Hellcat. So they're blacked out, but they are with leather and suede, and they have red accent stitching, which I'll show you in a second. And then a second row, basically instead of having the bench, you get automatically you get the captain's chairs that fold and tumble forward. And then for the trim's really unique because it's a laser etched crypto sweep pattern is what they call it. And it's on the doors and on the dash and also in the center console. So that's cool as well. So it kind of adds a little more flavor, a little more performance kind of look to the Durango. Now, they do show it with stripes in some of these pictures here, and the stripes will be optional from what we've heard, but nonetheless, again, giving the Durango RT a little more sporty look. Now, also for 2026, the Tow and Go package does return. So here's the cool thing about the Tow and Go package. If you're not familiar with the Durango, Tow and Go basically adds the same SRT suspension, brakes, adjustable damping suspension, the same steering and performance exhaust, as well as electronic limited slip differential. So you get all that, and you get the SRT bigger rear spoiler, you get the front valance that's from the Hellcat models, and you also get, again, Brembo brakes from the SRT models. So what it does is it makes the Durango go up from, was it like 70, I think it's like 74, 72, 100 basically pounds of towing capability to 8,700 pounds. This is the same as what the Hellcat can do. So this package here, again, it's a little expensive, but it adds a whole bunch of content to the Durango. It's almost $6,000. It's $5,990, but if you're looking to actually have a Durango to tow with, this is the ultimate package. And then again, this year, because of the Blacktop Redline package and the tow and go, you can combine them to make one top of the line RT model. Now, yeah, it's kind of expensive, but you get a very unique Durango, not like there has been before. So you get all the SRT kind of luxury, but down for the 5.7. And then also for 2026, Dodge is saying that they're going to offer a whole new wheel lineup. So basically for the RT, it comes standard with 20-inch by 8-inch satin carbon wheels. That's standard for the base RT model. And then if you go to a Blacktop or Blacktop Redline package vehicle, you're going to get a 20-inch by 8-inch black noise wheels. And then you get a 20-inch by 10-inch satin carbon wheel, standard on the tow and go package. You got to have those bigger wheels for the performance tires and stuff that come on that. And then if you get, again, you get a combination of the tow and go and the Blacktop Redline. You do get 20-inch by 10-inch forged light out wheels. So again, all new wheel lineup for the RT. Again, it's the small things that they're trying to do to make sure that people feel like, hey, they're constantly updating the vehicle. Inside, of course, every 2026 Durango RT comes with a standard tech, a lot of safety gear, and that includes obviously the 10.1-inch Uconnect 5 system, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless charging pad, an Alpine 9-speaker audio with sound subwoofer, which I actually have in my Durango RT, and it sounds really good. And you get the Dodge Performance pages. So it's basically the SRT Performance pages, just they don't say SRT. And then as for safety for 2026, basically, you get blind spot monitoring, cross path detection, trailer sway control, adaptive cruise control with stop, and 7 standard airbags. And that includes full-length 3-row curtain airbags and seat-mounted side thorax airbags. As for pricing, it's kind of comical because Dodge isn't changing the pricing for the RT. So if you get a standard Durango RT for 2026, it's the same price as what they basically lowered it down to in 2025. So the Durango starts out at $49,995. And of course, if you say it's under 50, it's not, because that does not include the destination charge of almost $2,000, so $1,995. So realistically, you're looking at a Durango that's about $52,000 to start out at. Okay, it's just a sales gimmick. It gives you basically $49,995 to make it sound like it's under 50. But you have to include that standard destination charge. And that destination charge is $2,000, so you're looking at $52,000 to get into one of these Durango RTs. So ordering for the Durango lineup is actually open, or actually it starts in June, and then the 2026 Durango will be making its way to dealerships in the third quarter of 2025. So it's going to be coming just as summer ends. So if you really want a 2026 Durango, next month you should be able to go into your Dodge dealer and custom order one and have one sent to your dealer. So if you're not going to order one, you're going to have to wait until the third quarter when everyone else gets theirs, basically delivered. So with that, make sure to hit subscribe, hit like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.